Hello everyone, it's Kathy from Kathy's Quilts and Stitching. Happy New Year's Eve. It's a very exciting day and I have big plans for a big adventure on New Year's Eve. First I'm going to start the video by showing you a finish, which I'm very excited about. Then I'm going to show you the projects I'm going to work on today. And then I'm going to do an unboxing of sorts, except it's in an envelope, not a box. So let's get started. So this year I did the Roxy Floss Co. Evertote Modern Folk Embroidery Nordic Christmas Countdown. That's quite a mouthful of things to say. I turned my pattern into a book, got a spiral binding at Staples, and I just love it. I feel like this is a treasure. And every day there was a little photo card or an artistic rendering and a piece of the pattern. This is the floss from Floss Co. A big hot mess because it's been used well over the last month. This is all left over. This is all for my enjoyment throughout 2025. I'm so in love with these flosses, and I've already picked out three. There's not three in there because you'll see them in a minute for another project. So I just wanted to show you a couple of my favorite pictures that were in the pattern. This was day 17. Look at the cats. I don't even know, that is that an angry cat or another kind of creature? There's an owl up here. They're all singing. That just is so fun. And then the feet fish on the table, and this creature down here, maybe a muskrat on the clarinet, or is that an oboe? Who knows what it is? It's just so fun. And this is a line drawing, so it's amazing to me what textures can be accomplished with just lines. Isn't that amazing? I spent a long time looking at this. I don't know why it captures me so much. This one, of course, you know why this one captures me. Ladies stitching. Oh, I love it so much. And is there another one that I liked? Oh, yes, the little girl reading. I wish the 23 wasn't on her head, but isn't that so cute? Little girl learning to read. So I really enjoyed so many things about this project and definitely hope to do it again next year. And I'm going to show it to you now because it's done. Yay! Ta-da! Dun, da, 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 da. There should be some music, don't you think? I love it. I love it. I loved every day of stitching on it. And I made a couple of little changes. One is I put a heart on this side to make it symmetrical. I thought about putting my initials in there, but I couldn't figure out how to draft them. So I just put a heart. I changed this thread color was another pink, and I put a light green down here because I thought there was already too much pink. But otherwise, I didn't make too many changes, and I just had so much fun. I was a little bit obsessed with it and probably spent more time stitching than I should have. But wow, it made December so much fun, and I just really, really enjoyed it. And I added every day the number of stitches, and it's a total of 5,465 stitches that I did in December on this project. How did I even get anything done for Christmas? I don't even know how I did it. I love the reindeers. I love the birds. I just love it. Okay, enough gushing about that. Did I say that I love it enough times? I really love it. Okay, on to New Year's Eve plans. This is my list of possibilities for the day. And I spent some time yesterday trying to figure out which new starts I could actually do because you have to collect the fabric you want to do it on and all the threads that you need. Plus, then you have to either print out your pattern or get it onto Pattern Keeper. And Pattern Keeper and I were not getting along very well yesterday. So we'll see what the day brings. I have a rough plan and we're just gonna go with whatever it is. I have my preparations. I have my hand brace. I have my Voltaren. So great for hand pain. I'm prepared for the torture already. Because I remember from last year how it was. One would wonder why you would do something like this to yourself. But this year, I'm going to be not much nicer. I'm going to take rests and breaks. I'm going to go for a walk. I might even have a nap. So I'm not going to push myself so hard. I'm going to be a little nicer to myself this year. The most important thing that I wanted to do was to start a blessing sampler. And this one is by Chris, the Camping Stitcher, and it's on her Etsy shop, Camping Stitcher. And it's a monochromatic design. I mean, you could do it in lots of colors if you wanted to. But I chose 3 of the blues from Roxy Floss from the Christmas Countdown box. I chose these 3 blues, and they are How Do You Blue, Wind Chill, I should probably do them in this order, and Winter Solstice. And I thought I would just get the fabric ready last night, and I just started I just started it. I couldn't even stand to wait for tonight. So there you go. There's my start on the Blessing Sampler for 2024, 2025, and it's so fun. I'm loving it so far. So I hope I don't keep wanting to be distracted by that because it's definitely calling to me all the time, and it's so fun stitching. Okay, one of my longtime projects is the Bird Nerd from Amity. Oh dear, I should have written all of these things down, but I didn't. So Hathaway Stitchers, Boomerang Stitches on Instagram, I think. Anyways, I'm so close to a finish on this. I would love to finish it this year because look what that says. 2024. It's got to be finished today. So those are my 2 priority projects that I plan to spend most of my time on. But I am going to do a little stitch here and there because it's 12 by 12, which means, technically you can work on 12 projects, one new thing, starting at noon, every hour a new project. Some really brave stitchers are doing 12 new starts. I'm doing a couple new starts, but mostly old projects. This is a floss pack for Bird Nerd, and I have that one on Pattern Keeper. Also, what I would like to finish is Mary and Minty. This is how I keep a lot of my projects. I don't have fancy project bags like a lot of floss tubers do. Floss tubers. I have a little label. You think you would know what the floss pack is for, but you really don't. This is the floss pack for Mary and Minty. I hang it up on a ring or a shower ring. I have some of these flexible rings, or this kind of a ring, or this kind of a ring, and then I hang them up on command hooks. So this is Mary and Minty, which is a free pattern by Brenda Gervais, and I'm so almost finished it. Look at the progress I made in December on the poinsettia at the bottom. And then there's one more red and white border to go across here. And surely I could finish that today because I don't want to see that go into another Christmas. This is its 2nd Christmas already. So let's be done with that one, okay? Okay. This is another treasure, Stitching Mends the Soul. I got this from Snickerdoodles. She's on Flosstube, and I won it in a draw. And I got the fabric conversion from Sarah, Somi Sarah, and she generously shared her thread conversion, and I wrote it down, and I got as many close to hers as I could. And so let me show you this. I'm not anywhere near finishing it, but it's coming along. I really like the colors and I like how it goes. It's on 32 count Well, brain, what you got for me? Nothing. I got nothing for you. 32 count. Something, something. And it's a little hard for me. It's a linen and it's a little wobbly, so I don't love it. But anyways, I think it looks great and I would like to keep working on that. So I'll work on that a little bit. Next, of course, Arctic animals. You've seen that recently. I haven't made a lot of progress on it. And the new animal pattern has been released, so I got to get going on that. Next is my Canadian sampler by Erin Elizabeth, which I love, which I started during the Olympics. Couldn't remember that during my last video, but it's in my brain now after that humiliation. There. Pretty happy with that. I want to put some stitches in on that today. And it's on that gridded fabric. Is that written down? No, I do not. It's a gridded fabric, so it's really easy to see and count, and I love it. So I'll be happy to put something in on that. Next does have a project bag made by my friend Debbie. All my project bags are made by Debbie. This is Spring Quaker. I'm sewing it on, look at me being all organized. 28 count antique white Lugana, Zweigart, 2/2. Mostly everything's 2/2 for me. Love it. Making good progress on that. And it's using the Classic Colorworks Blooming Crocus. That's a great project. Very fun. Okay, this is a new start. Festive Cardinal. And I got into this from Helen D. She has a great Flosstube that I watch whenever she posts from Pigeon Coop Designs. He's a Canadian designer. And one of my many cardinal projects. I love cardinals. And it's going to be on this very old tea-dyed scrap of Ada. I hope it's big enough. We shall see. I'm going to start that. And also another new start, which may or may not get started, is this one, which was a free pattern, and it's called Snowfall Chickadee from Diana Bloom Designs, and I love it. And I have everything I need to start it. I have all the floss collected, and I'm going to stitch it on this brown sugar fiber on a whim. I think it's pretty awesome. But I couldn't print out the pattern for some reason. I don't know if the file was corrupt somehow. I tried twice to print it out at Staples, and I tried to put it into Pattern Keeper, and none of those attempts were successful. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong there, but it may or may not get started. There's another one that I want to start, We Love Nature, and it's by Happy Mood from Etsy. And I have all the floss ready, but not necessarily prepared, bags and stuff. It's not quite organized, so maybe I'll spend the time organizing for that one. I would like to work on that in 2025. And here's another new start that I am totally starting today, which is Vintage Angel from Tiny Modernist. And I got this at the Jingle Ball. I love her. And she's just going on regular white 14 count Ada for an easy stitch. I've got all the floss, I got everything ready. Definitely a new start. And another thing that, oh, I'm bumping this to the top of the list, something that has to get done today, the November square dance. I'm so close to finishing, but I made a mistake and I couldn't figure out why the border wasn't going to line up properly here. And I looked at this so many times, like, what did I do wrong? Too many humps in the M. So that means I have to go back to here, unstitch those letters so that I can finish up the border here. Then I just have to add buttons, and there might be a little bit of border at the top. I don't think so though. Anyways, it's very close to being done, and that will be the last square for Square Dance. And I'm so proud of myself. That means I finished 12 designs, one every month. So come back later to see how that goes. That's my favorite project bag. Okay, what else we got here? Oh yes, my Kookaburra sampler, which has been stalled because of the mistake that I made in joining up the bird. That one may or may not come out. Things that have mistakes and problems to solve may not get my attention today, but it's on the list. And here's the other one that may or may not get attention because it has a problem to solve. Look for the beauty. Another one that I have made an error on. I started this part, then I started this part. I haven't learned my lesson yet. I should just go from one part gently into another because the roof and the house don't line up properly. So I have to solve that problem somehow. And I may or may not solve that today. Lots of problems to be solved on New Year's Eve. Probably isn't going to work. Okay, this is something that my friend picked up at the thrift store for me. Look at all those great birds. I don't like the bicycle, so I'm thinking maybe I could just somehow do the birds at the top. I don't know. It's got all the floss and everything in here. This is my first dimensions kit, even it's a secondhand dimensions kit. I think she said it might be started. Anyways, I might dive into that today. It's New Year's Eve, anything could happen. She also got me this old-timey dishcloth patterns. So exciting. And you know it's a well-loved book because it's got all kinds of um, water stains and coffee drips and discoloration and spots. Look at the top of that. Obviously she spilled her tea or coffee there. So you know it's a well-loved pattern, and there's so many very cool designs that I would really like to try. I don't know if this is beyond my knitting capacity or not, but I would love to try some of those this year. I do love to challenge myself with knitting. One more pattern I might or might not start today is Disturbed Women. I've seen this on a lot of videos that stitchers have made last year, and I love the write-up that comes with it. And I'll maybe say more about it in another video, but I gotta run because I'm going to get my hair cut soon. And okay, unboxing, which is not in a box but in a bag, from Fat Quarter Shop. And I've already opened it, but I love these little project keepers. I have a couple of other ones here where my red one is, but those are projects that are from this club from the Fat Quarter Shop, and this one was called Sayings of the Season in 2024, and it's not ongoing into 2025. And it always includes black Monaco to do the designs. I don't like stitching on black, so I'm not doing that on black. I might do it on a navy blue. I have in mind a fabric to order from them to stitch for it. And then it comes with this bag of goodies. Always a fabric, and I love that. Blue. Do you call that a gingham? And here's the design. And as with all of these patterns, there's a big waste of space there. Can you see the design? It's pretty cute. I don't know if I could do it on a navy blue. That's what my plan is of the moment, instead of the black. And here's all the floss for it. So that might be a new start today. No, it's not going to be a new start today. I don't have the fabric. I'm ordering a navy. I'm just overwhelmed with all of this beauty and fun things that I could play with today, and that's what today is about. New Year's Eve is all about adventures in Stitchland. I hope that you have a fun New Year's Eve. I'll do a video throughout the day and maybe post it late tonight or tomorrow to show you my progress. Keep your expectations low. The only thing I know for sure is I'm getting a haircut. Anything beyond that, anything could happen. If anything could happen New Year's Eve. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.